cars on fire.
And here are your game announcers, David Duncombe and Elgin Trailer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Nokomis Regional High School for a Big East matchup between the Hampden Broncos, who are 4-3, and the 2-3 Nokomis Warriors. I am joined with David Duncombe.
And of course, your Elgin Trailer.
Yes, thank you.
And looking for a good game tonight. Both teams been a little up and down on the season, and hopefully it'll be a good game and Nokomis can come out with a victory maybe.
Yeah, the Warriors have been struggling as of recent. They seem to win a game, then lose a game, and win a game. I don't know really that much about the Hampden Broncos, but they are 4-3, and they're moving up in the hill points and looking for a chance to get into the playoffs. They have a very experienced team with 3 seniors, 8 juniors, and only 1 sophomore. No freshmen on the squad this year.
So that bodes well for their program because they'll have those 8 juniors back next year also. And their JV team, which won the JV game incidentally, also they'll have some players coming up from there. So it looks like that Hampden has a good program they've started there.
Yeah, as for the Warriors, they have a lot of talent. They have 3 freshmen on the team, 2 sophomores, and really the rest are juniors and seniors. And really, they're going to be looking to go to Katie Nye. She's the leading scorer on the team. She had 16 points against Gardner the other night, and she'll be on the point. She is a captain, along with Melissa Copa. She's the other captain. And
Melissa comes off the bench, I believe. Well, she did in the last game that I saw Nokomis play.
Yeah, Melissa Copa is one of the starters that's not really, well, she's not really a starter, but she's a captain.
She's like a spark plug off the bench for the team, comes in and does the little things they need to get things done.
Yeah, Mr. Anderson has his program worked out, and I guess they're going to hope to win tonight and get some more heel points. And that's pretty much what everybody's looking for nowadays is heel points.
And earlier today, of course, the varsity boys lost a tough game to Hampden. They lost by about 8 points, I think. I think the final score was 73-65, and you probably just got done watching that game. And the girls lost to Gardner. They lost by 8 points on Thursday night at home, and it was a tough game. Andrea Pelkey told me that it's a game they could have won, but they just couldn't pull it out in the end.
As for the boys, they've lost their last 2 games against Gardner. They were making a good comeback, and then Gardner started a press, and it just really hurt Nokomis. But I think they'll be turning around in the next few weeks, getting some more wins. They play Bangor on next Thursday, and then they take a week off because of the midterms, and they'll give them time to rest and think about the rest of the season.
And that's a big game playing at home against Bangor. A game, if they could pull an upset, it could really move them up in the standings. And with the girls traveling to Bangor, that could help them move up in the standings also.
Yeah, Bangor right now is, we're talking about the boys, on the boys side of Big East basketball. Bangor is second in the heel points. They've lost 1 game this year. It was their first game against Brewer, and Brewer's really taken a slide after that, but
well, Brewer has some injuries. Adam King's been out, and he's pretty much the go-to guy on that team, and they've been struggling a little bit, but he should be returning pretty soon, and they should be all right. And we're about a minute and a half away from the start of the game. We'll have your starting lineups. We don't have them as yet. We know that for Hampden, Amy Jo Crawford, she's a 5'9" sophomore. She does most of the ball handling for the Hampden team, and Jessica Hopkins, she was a 6'2" senior, is out with an injury, so she won't even be playing tonight. And that's a big loss for the Broncos.
Yeah, I talked to the Broncos head coach Kimberly Hagan, and she seemed real confident in their team tonight, and a lot of her players seemed confident. They're really ready to come out of here with a victory, but I think Nokomis wants it more. But I don't know.
This is a tough gym to play in. Any team that comes in here and visits you will tell you that. The fans really get behind their team, and it gets loud in here. And it's really like a 6-man on the floor for Nokomis when they play at home.
We're going to turn it over here in a minute to the game announcer to bring you the lineups. I believe it's Aaron Fry.
He's going to give us starting lineups and such and such.
You see on your screen right now, you see the Warriors getting ready to start this game.
Coach Earl Anderson talking to his team.
And going to Aaron Fry now.
And they're going to announce the players that aren't starting first for both teams.
Here come the Nokomis cheerleaders. Certainly help in any place you play. Cheerleaders.
They do a good job, coached by Kelly Jewell of Newport.
You can see Aaron Fry on your screen now.
He's reading about sportsmanship and such other things.
Yeah. Incidentally, the pep band is not here tonight. Taking a leave of absence, I believe.
You're really behind that pep band. You like it when they're here, don't you, Elton?
Well, I really think this gets this place going. Well, we're introducing Bronco players now.
Number 33 is Brianna Fry. Number 34 is Alicia Esty. Number 40 is Carolyn Roderick. Number 42 is the injured Jessica Hopkins. Number 52 is Leah Bezamiller.
For the Warriors side, Hope Curo, number 10. Number 12, Melissa Copa, the captain. Number 14, Christy Pine. She's playing both JV and varsity tonight. Number 30, Marcy Raymond. She's a freshman. Number 42, Amanda Dorman. And Tiffany Floon, number 50. Jenny Cray also seeing action in the JV game.
And starting for Hampden, number 53 is Austin Pete.
Tanya Cray for the Warriors side. She's a freshman playing forward.
And again for Hampden starting is number 32, Amanda Rogerson.
For the Warriors, it's Andrea Nickerson. She's a sophomore, number 54, the other forward.
And point guard for Hampden, number 20, Amy Jo Crawford. You'll be hearing her name a lot this evening.
For the Warriors, number 44, Kylie Turner. I believe she's playing center tonight.
Jody Smith, number 35, at guard for Hampden.
For the Warriors, number 20, Andrea Pelkey, who's seen some action doing some games on the Warrior Broadcasting.
And again for Hampden, starting is Kate Bartlett, number 22.
And
that rounds out your starting lineup.
At the point for Nokomis, Katie Nye, number 40, leading the team. She had 16 points against Gardner the other night.
And the next game is Tuesday against Bangor, in Bangor, I believe. And now we'll pause a moment for the national anthem.
And the folks here are ready to see a basketball game. Crowd not really getting into it as much as the last few games, but should be an exciting game for the Hampden Broncos versus Nokomis Warriors.
Well, the crowd's still starting to come in for Nokomis, and it should be good and loud here by the time the second half starts.
Kind of like the last game that was here, the Warriors upsetting the Vikings in a thriller.
Good double overtime game in the boys' side, and the Lady Warriors kind of pounded Caribou the last game.
Well, I lost a little bit of my mic here, but I got it back now. Set to jump. Number 42. Ooh. Number 42, I'm sorry about that. Tanya Cray bats it to number 40, Katie Nye. She tried to make a layup, but she's blocked into Andrea Nickerson. Passes over to Pelkey. Pelkey with the ball, dribbles to the top. Over to Tiffany Floon, who shoots, goes up and off the backboard.
Good job of boxing out there by Hampden. That was number 53, Dustin Pete.
Number 35, or is that 35? Yes. Jody Smith has the ball for Hampden. Over to number 22. She's dribbling back over to Smith. Back over to 22. Kate Bartlett. Amy Jo Crawford shoots and misses. Got a jump ball.
And that'll be Hampden ball on the alternating possession.
Smith will take it out for the Broncos. No score yet. Into Crawford, who shoots it up and gets it in on an easy layup.
That was a nice cut by Crawford on the out-of-bounds play there.
Katie and I bringing the ball up for the Warriors. Over to Pelkey. Back over to Nye. Into Tanya. It's nearly stolen there. Pelkey gets the ball back, though. It's dribbling. Over to Kylie Turner. Into Nickerson, who she gets called for traveling.
Looks like Hampden starting out in a 1-2-2 trap type zone. Try to confuse the Warriors and take the ball out of Katie Nye's hands.
Number 20, Amy Jo Crawford, is bringing the ball up. Pass it inside to number 53, who puts it up and in. That's Dustin Pete.
Nice shot there by Pete. Good job of squaring to the basket and going up strong with the ball.
Katie Nye continues to bring it up. Back over to Pelkey. Back over to Nye. She is looking. Finds Kylie Turner, who shoots and over the rim. Rebound by number 32. Passes it to Amy Jo Crawford, who will bring it up. Pass it over to Smith, who shoots. It's in and out. She gets her own rebound. She dribbles in and stolen by Andrea Pelkey. She'll slow things down and give it back to Katie Nye. And she dribbles up over to Turner, who shoots again. 0 for 3 so far for Kylie Turner.
She's had 3 good looks at the basket. She just can't find the range on her shot.
Ooh, a travel by 35. That's Jody Smith. Kylie Turner will bring the ball out for the Warriors. Katie Nye bringing the ball up, as usual. Into Kylie Turner. Into Tanya Cray. She gets blocked. And Amy Jo Crawford will bring the ball back up again. Throws it out of bounds. It'll be Warrior ball. Warriors trailing 4-0. Katie Nye brings the ball up again. Over to Kylie Turner, who shoots again, and this time it'll go in. 2 points for Kylie Turner.
Looks like she found the range on that shot, and if that's open all night, she should be able to knock it down and really hurt Hampden.
Number 20, Crawford with the ball again. Over to 53, who shoots. It's off the back of the rim, and it's a turnover, and Katie Nye will bring it up. Number 53, that's Beza Miller for the Hampden Broncos. Pelkey brings it in and shoots. She misses. Andrea Nickerson gets a rebound, puts it up and in.
Good job there, staying right on the boards and putting the ball up strong after the offensive rebound by Nickerson.
And we're tied here at Nokomis Regional High School. We get a foul, first of the game. It'll be on Dustin Pete, I believe. No.
That went on Nickerson.
Oh, it's on Nickerson. Okay.
For Nokomis.
That's their first foul. Amy Jo Crawford with the ball. She's dribbling over to Smith. Drives to the lane, gives it to 53 Pete, and she puts it up and in. 6-4 Broncos with the lead. Katie Nye bringing the ball back up.
Hampden extending that zone out towards half court now.
Over to Andrea Pelkey. She looks to be trapped, but she's going to dribble out of it and give it over to Kylie Turner. Over to Nye, who shoots a three, and it goes in. Katie Nye, she's hot from the free throw line.
Nokomis comes out in person-to-person defense.
Over to number 35, Smith, to 53, Pete. She's stopped at the foul line. Back over to Crawford. She's looking, trying to find someone open. Over to Smith, and she puts it up and in. 8-7. Warriors are trailing 8-7 to the Hampden Broncos. Over to Kylie Turner, who puts it up and misses again. She gets her own rebound, and she'll get fouled.
Good job there by Turner to follow her own shot and then put it back up and draw the foul and go to the free throw line.
It'll be like only the second stoppage of the game. There hasn't been that much stopping in this game. Kylie Turner will shoot 2 points, getting some subs on the Hampden Broncos side. Kylie Turner, her first shot. Short, hit the rim. Andrea Pelkey back for the Warriors. Turner's second shot is no good. Nickerson with a rebound, gets blocked, puts it up again, and it goes in.
Good job there by Nickerson again, of just staying strong on the glass and going up strong with the ball.
Number 22, Kate Bartlett, passes to number 20. Oh, and she gets called for travel. That's Megan Taylor. Turner will bring the ball out for the Warriors. Katie Nye, she'll be dribbling a lot of the ball tonight. She's dribbling up, passing over to Pelkey. Pelkey looking, dribbling over to Turner. Turner drives in and shoots again and misses again. Nickerson gets the rebound, puts it up and gets fouled.
Hampden's going to have to do a better job of sealing Nickerson off the glass. She's just kind of dominating inside right now and doing what she wants.
They really need to start guarding Kylie Turner, too. I mean, she can only miss so many. Nickerson on the line for 2. First shot is no good. Warriors are 0 for 3 from the foul line so far. Nickerson breaks that streak, though, and it's 10-8 Warriors. Broncos dribbling the ball up. Number 20, Crawford. Passes over to 22, Taylor. Into Crawford, and she loses the ball out of bounds, and it will go back to the Warriors.
Nice cut there by Crawford, but Nokomis did a good job on defense of trapping her down on the baseline and not letting her get a shot off.
Nickerson, shoot, Nye over to Pelkey. Pelkey over to Nickerson. Inside to Kylie Turner. She gets trapped, so she sends it back out to Katie Nye. We get a double dribble. And it'll go back to the Broncos. Crawford bringing it up again for the Broncos. Good action so far. Over to Taylor. Driving off. Got a kick on Katie Nye, and it will stay for the Broncos.
Nokomis leading 10-8 with 2:22 left in the first period.
Kate Bartlett. Looks like it went off a Nokomis player. So she's going to take it out again. Over to 23, Taylor, who drives and gives it to 32. That's Rogerson. She passes to Crawford. She gives it to 53, shoots, and it goes out of bounds.
Up and over the backboard, just bad luck there that it bounced like that.
Quite a few missed shots by both teams early. Katie Nye brings the ball up for the Warriors. Over to Turner. Over to Pelkey. Pass from Nickerson. Inside to Tanya Cray. 2 points.
Good ball movement there by Nokomis, showing a lot of patience and looking for the extra pass to get an easier basket.
Yeah, they expand their lead now to 4. A shot by number 23, and it misses, and rebound by 53 will put it up. That's Dustin Pete.
She's got 6 points so far in the first period.
Katie Nye with the ball. Passes over to Turner. Turner looking. It's intercepted by number 20, Crawford. She's going to go up and put it in off the glass, and we're tied.
Dangerous cross-court pass there and good anticipation by Crawford to make this steal.
I don't think she'll do that again, but Nickerson with a... Oh! Hampden really starting to get back into this game. Number 40 checking in for Hampden, and number 10, Hope Curo, for the Warriors. Number 40, that's Roderick.
Hampden's really picking up the defensive intensity here the last few possessions for Nokomis.
Curo with the ball. She passes to Turner. Inside to Tanya Cray. She almost lost it there, but she drives and puts it in. 4 points for the freshman now. Bartlett with the ball at the top of the key. Over to Taylor. Throws it to number 32, Rogerson, but it goes out of bounds.
Good denial defense there by the Nokomis defender, and just an uncalled for pass by the Hampden player to throw that in there.
Andrea Pelkey's taking a break for the Warriors, as are some of the Hampden players. Turner thinking about shooting, passes over to Curo. Curo only 5'1". She's a junior. Passes back to Turner. Can't get the ball inside, over to Katie Nye. Back to Turner again. Inside to Tanya Cray, and she gets fouled. She'll go to the line.
Good job by the freshman to go up strong. You like to see that out of young players, going strong to the hoop, and she draws a foul, and she'll get a couple free throws for her efforts.
Yeah, she has started some games this year, and that's pretty impressive as a freshman.
35 seconds go in the first quarter.
She hits her first one. And a sub for the Broncos, it's number 53, that's Dustin Pete, coming back in from her rest. Cray misses the second one. And a little confusion, another foul. Don't know who it's on yet.
That foul will go on Kylie Turner of Nokomis.
Only the Warriors' second foul of the game.
Pretty clean game so far. Nokomis with 2 fouls and Hampden with only 3, so seen some non-stop action.
Hopefully the teams won't get into 1-and-1 situations that could otherwise cost the game. Number 35 with the ball. Over to 22, that's Kate Bartlett. 23, Taylor has the ball and loses it. Looks like it off a Warrior player, and it will remain Hampden ball. Bartlett with the ball. Looking inside to Roderick, who passes to Bartlett. Bartlett's at the top. Over to 23. Over to 35. That's Smith. And into 40. She missed the shot. Katie Knight with a rebound. She's going to get fouled.
Hampden did a good job there of working the ball around the post and then getting it inside. Just couldn't finish at the end with the little bunny inside.
They also need to watch the over the back fouls. Hope Curo trying a shot the final seconds of the first quarter, but misses. Warriors are leading 15-12 as we go to the second quarter. Some totals for the first quarter. Andrea Nickerson has 5 points. Kylie Turner has 2 points. Katie Nye hit a 3. 5 points for Tanya Cray, and that's all the scoring for the Warriors. Let's check the scoring for the Broncos.
Amy Jo Crawford ended up with 4 points for the quarter. Jody Smith had 2, and Dustin Pete had 6 for the Broncos. And the Broncos did a fairly good job of trying to apply pressure on their defensive side of the ball, but Katie Nye, the senior captain for Nokomis, did a good job of coming up, breaking the pressure, and getting the ball to the open players for good shots.
Yeah, the Warriors have been playing a good first quarter. Must be tough for the Hampden Broncos to have Jessica Hopkins out. She's a forward. She's also senior. I would imagine she's a starter at 6'2". She's the tallest member on the team. And that must really put a damper in their game, but they're still playing. They're staying with Nokomis as we go to the second quarter. Nobody is really in any foul trouble yet. And Turner will pass into Curro, sorry. Turner with the ball. She nearly loses it. Back out to Curro. She's dribbling at the top. Over to Turner again. Inside to the freshman, 32, Tanya Cray. She misses. 22, Kate Bartlett will get the ball and bring it up for the Broncos. She's dribbling inside. Over to number 35, Smith. She gets it knocked away by Katie Nye.
Nice steal there by Nye, reaching in and taking the ball away.
Hits a three. Katie Nye, her second three of the game. Warriors have a 6-point lead. 7 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second quarter. 23 shoots for the Broncos. That's Megan Taylor, and she'll make it. Into Curro. She'll bring the ball up for the Warriors. Over to Katie Nye. Into Nickerson. Over to Turner. Wide open. She'll take the shot and misses. We get a foul here.
Good ball movement by Hampden, Nokomis that time. They just couldn't knock down the outside shot again. Turner's got to hit that shot if Nokomis wants to win this game because she's been open on that wing all evening.
Foul was on 23 for the Hampden Broncos. That's Megan Taylor. It's her second foul. Into Curro. Dribbles into Nickerson, who puts it up and in. That's 7 points for Nickerson, the sophomore. Number 22, Bartlett dribbling the ball up for the Hampden Broncos. Passes over to 24. That's Ross. Over to Smith. She's waiting. Passes back over to Ross. Ross back over to Bartlett. Looking into Ross, who shoots and misses. Number 40 gets the rebound, brings it out, and passes it over to Smith, who shoots a three, and it goes in and out. Rebound by Tanya Cray, and Curro will bring the ball up for the Warriors. Over to Kylie Turner, who puts it up and in.
Good vision there by Curro to see Turner cutting to the basket.
I believe that's only, Kylie Turner's only hit 2 of, I don't know how many shots, but she's taken quite a few. She's not that accurate tonight. Normally she is. Over to 20, Smith has the ball now. Over to Bartlett, who shoots and misses. We get a foul. And it'll be on the Warriors.
Hampden's very active inside. A lot of screens and other things going on, so it makes it tough for the Warriors to box out.
Crawford coming into the game for the Broncos, as well as number 52, Beza Miller, and Andrea Pelkey is also checking into the game. Foul was on Nickerson. That's her second. Crawford with the ball at the top. She dribbles in and shoots, misses. And Crawford almost gets it, but 24 will get it. And Smith will shoot it. Another three and misses. And Roderick will put the ball up and in and get 2 points.
She got good weak side position that time for the offensive rebound and had an easy shot to put it back in.
Also getting some time for the Warriors, Amanda Dorman. Katie Nye with another three. No, it's no good. Roderick will get the ball and pass it over to Crawford, who will bring it up. She's guarded by Andrea Nickerson. Over to Smith, wide open. She shoots and misses. And we get a foul.
Gonna get Tanya Cray for over the back there.
That'll be Cray's first foul.
Beza Miller had position on Cray, and she tried to go over the back, and the referee was right there to call the foul.
Should be the team's fourth. Yes, it is. 24. That's Christy Ross. Will pass it in to Crawford. She's waiting. She drives. Oh, and almost lost the ball. Over to 52. Beza Miller, who'll shoot and miss. Crawford with the ball again. Oh, stolen by Tanya Cray. And
gonna get Pelkey for the reach-in foul there.
Crawford will, she won't be going to the line. There are not that many fouls yet, but Pelkey, that's her first foul. Christy Ross with the ball, passes into Smith, shoots a three, and misses. Crawford gets the rebound and puts it up and in.
Hampden getting a lot of weak side offensive rebounds. Nokomis has got to drop down and seal that part of the rebounding off.
Broncos really controlling the ball here in the second quarter. Nearly stolen by Ross, but Katie Nye will dribble and lose the ball. And a jump ball with Marcy Raymond and Ross.
And alternating possession goes to Hampden. Copa checking into the ball game along with Raymond for Nokomis.
I think Raymond's already been in there. I think we missed that one. Copa talking to the other captain, Katie Nye. We're waiting for some subs, I guess.
22-18, Nokomis in the lead. 4 minutes and 24 seconds to go in the first half.
Looks like there's injury on the Broncos, number 52. That's Beza Miller. Could be a problem. Stolen by Curo. Over to Katie Nye. She's going to take it all the way up and in. 2 points for Katie Nye.
Nice steal there by Curo, anticipating the pass and going out and stealing it.
Katie Nye just laid it up and in pretty easy. A shot by Crawford, who misses. 53 shoots, and it'll go in, and she'll get fouled. Dusty Pete will go to the line for one after being fouled.
This will be Hampden's first trip to the free throw line this evening.
Cuts the Warrior lead to 4 now. Dusty Pete, 11th grader. She's 5'11". She hits that shot, so it'll cut it to 3. Curo will bring the ball up, taking Katie Nye off the point. They did that in the last game. Curo looks like to have a little trouble. She's getting double teamed. Curo over to Nye. Back over to Curo. Passes inside to Marcy Raymond. It looks like we got a out of bounds call.
Yeah, that was a kick.
A kick. Normally they wave their little foot in the air or something like that. And they missed it. Copa with the ball into Curo. She's looking, dribbling up over to Katie Nye, who will shoot another 3. Nearly buried it, but it'll go out of bounds.
Even though Nye missed that shot, Hampden's going to have to get out on her because if they leave her open with that shot all night, she'll drain it and just kill him.
Yeah, in one of her previous games, she hit 5 in 1 quarter. Or was it 3? I can't remember. Well, Smith with the ball, throws it away. Katie Nye, she's going to take it. Oh, nearly. Should have been a foul there, but Copa will get fouled. A little push to Katie Nye, but Copa will get fouled, and so should 6th foul for the visiting Hampden Broncos. Copa bringing the ball in, looking over to Nye in the corner, up to Curo. Steps. Needs to slow down and think about that.
Seeing that a lot more this year. The players just try to get that one quick step ahead, but they're calling it travel a lot more this year than they have in the past.
Well, the refs are really picking up on that too. Number 24, Ross with the ball. She's dribbling in. She'll stop and look for someone. Over to 32, that's Rogerson. She'll shoot and miss. Melissa Copa with the rebound over to Curo, and she'll bring it up. Over to Copa. Curo will shoot. It'll go off the glass. Rebound by Smith. And Bartlett will bring the ball up. Into Rogerson, who will shoot and miss. And looks like it was knocked away by a Bronco. Copa into Curo. Curo is now the point in this game, I would believe. She's been bringing the ball up. Back over to Copa. Curo again. Back to Copa. They like each other, I guess.
Playing a little toss out there.
Copa dribbling over to Curo again. Trying to find an open receiver. Over to Katie Nye. Back to the top. Over to Copa again. She'll drive and shoot, and it'll miss. Dorman almost with a rebound, but Bartlett will bring the ball up for the Broncos, trying to cut the lead. Into Rogerson, who will shoot again and miss. Marcy Raymond with a rebound. And the Warriors will bring it up again.
So after both teams came out with a hot shooting, they've kind of cooled down a little bit here in the second quarter.
I think they're trying to be consistent and save a little for the quarters to come, but I don't know. Curo with the ball over to Copa. Seeing a lot of action, these two passers. Back over to Curo, back to Copa. Copa, the captain this year. She's only 5'3". Curl's 5'1". Some of the shortest players on the team. The shortest, perhaps the shortest in the Big East.
Nokomis being very patient here on offense, not rushing anything, doing a good job.
Well, there is no shot clock in high school. Katie Nye, she's going to shoot a 3 and misses. Bartlett will bring the ball up again for the Broncos. Well, we got a player down for the Broncos.
That's Smith.
And Crawford will check in for her. Broncos are just getting troubled with injuries. Hopkins not playing in this game. Miller had I think she had a cut on her hand. And we get a foul on, looks like Hope Curro. And it's going to be 1-1. With 58 seconds left in the second quarter, Warriors up by 3. Crawford on the line.
Crawford with 6 points so far this evening.
She shoots and misses her one and only shot. It was 1-1. Dorman with a rebound to Curro. I think they're just going to try to get a couple more points before going into halftime.
Hampden's just really packed that zone in.
Another foul. It'll be on a Warrior. Sending, I don't know who's going to be on the line, but I think the foul's on Marcy Raymond. Megan Taylor checking into the game. Shooting the foul shots, that's number 24, Christy Ross, a 5'7" junior. Shot is no good. Rebound by 32 and puts it up and in. That's Brianna Fry. Curl with the ball, bringing it up again. Warriors getting their lead cut here in the second quarter. Over to Copa. She dribbles back to Curl. She's open. Nye. Another 3. This one is buried. Third 3 of the game. And 32 will have the ball. That's Amanda Rogerson. Over to Crawford, will shoot and put it away. It's a 2-pointer. I believe those are her first 2 points of the night. 9 seconds left. Trying to get some more points. Over to Copa. 4. They're not going to get it. Copa shoots. That's not Copa, that's Curl. Sorry about that. She won't make it. It's 27-25 at halftime.
Well, Nokomis did a good job of being patient on offense here in the first half and waiting and looking for the good shot. I think when Hampden backed off their zone and didn't extend it out so far, it gave them a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, on the Warriors side of the scoring, Tanya Cray has 5 points. Doing the cheerleaders here at halftime, doing their routine. Team's going to the locker room.
They work really hard. They should get some credit just as much as the teams do for what they do during the season.
Yeah, they do a lot of work, and they got a new routine tonight. And having trouble with the music. Checking out the heel points, the Eastern Maine Class A boys heel points. Mount Blue is leading the way with Bangor in second, like we said earlier. Skowhegan, Presque Isle, Brewer, Caribou's there, and Hampden. If we can roll along here, we can see some of the other teams.
Coming in at number 8 is Gardner, who beat Nokomis on Thursday night. Nokomis is at number 9 currently, but should be dropping a few points in the standings at 1 and 3. Then Meslonsky and Lawrence come in at 10 and 11. And Old Town, Coney, and Waterville finish up the bottom half, respectively. And Madomic Valley on bottom. Sorry, I couldn't see it on my screen.
And if we can
at 0 and 6. And that's kind of surprising. They have a pretty good program down there, and I'm not used to seeing Madomic Valley that far down in the standings in Eastern Maine.
Well, I really haven't seen them play much, but because the Warriors do not play them, but I think we might next year, but it's kind of tough for them. As we move on, we can probably see the girls' heel points. Presque Isle just dominating, just as they have in the last few years, and we're losing the heel points. Well, there we go. Presque Isle 5-0, along with Meslonsky, who's 4-0. Old Town 4-1. Coney, they've been tough. They got defeated for the first time, I believe, in 2 years. Lawrence, they're 4-0. Gardner 3-2. They beat Nokomis the other night. Madomic, they're 2-4. And 3-1, I believe that's Bangor. Yes, Bangor. If we can roll along, we'll see the rest of the heel points.
9, 10, and 11 goes Waterville, Skowhegan, and Hampden. And then Caribou, Nokomis, Mount Blue, and Brewer finish up the bottom half of the Eastern Maine Class A. And we're going to pause for a moment and we'll show the score, put the score up, and we'll take a pause after the cheerleaders are done.
We'll be back in a few minutes for the rest of the Nokomis Warrior game against the Hampden Broncos.
Nice job there by the cheerleaders doing their new routine. Coach Kelly Jewell is probably happy with it, and we'll be back in a few.
Okay, welcome back to the Nokomis Regional High School, where the Nokomis Warriors lead the Hampden Broncos 27-25 here at halftime. Teams are getting ready for the second half, and a note, one of the cheerleaders was injured in the routine. Her name was Brianna Lovely. We don't have much details, but hope she'll be okay, and our best wishes to her, as we're a couple seconds about going back to game time.
It was a really good first half. Both teams took care of the ball really well. Not a lot of turnovers. Something you like to see in high school basketball. You don't like to see sloppy games, and it's been a very well disciplined, played game by both teams.
Yeah, it looks like the Hampden Broncos are going to go with pretty much the same starters as the first half, as well as the Warriors. Turner will bring the ball in for the Warriors, and Pelkey will be drilling up. Surprise there, but nonetheless, she'll be doing it. Pelkey in trouble. Over to Nye, who's already hit a couple threes. Over to Turner, who will shoot and still can't get that shot going, but it'll go back over to Hampden. It'll be brought up the court by Taylor.
And she's going to get called for traveling as she dragged that pivot foot there.
Can't do that. That's illegal.
I don't think she meant to, Elgin.
Well, I'm just saying. And Katie Nye will bring the ball back up, so it'll go back over to Nye. To Pelkey in the corner. Looking inside to Cray. Into Nickerson, who will put it up and misses. Rebound by Bartlett.
Nice pass there by Craig. Nickerson just couldn't finish on the little bunny inside.
Good ball work by Bartlett over to Amy Jo Crawford, and she'll get into a tie-up with Andrea Pelkey, and it'll be a jump. It's going to be Broncos ball, 27-25. Still the Warriors are in the lead. Bartlett into Pete, throws over to Rogerson. She'll put it up and get fouled. Foul is committed by
Tanya Cray.
Tanya Cray. That's her first foul. No, not Tanya Cray. Yeah, it's Tanya Cray. Sorry, wrong number. Brianna Fry on the line for the Broncos. First shot is no good.
I got that as 32 is Amanda Rogerson.
Oh, we're having some problems on the screen. Just put up the wrong number. She misses her second, and Katie Nye will get the rebound. Sorry for the difficulties, folks. Good ball work by Katie Nye, but she almost lost it there. Over to Turner. She's looking.
Looks like Hampden's in a box and one now on Nye.
Yeah, they got to try to keep her away from shooting the threes. Kylie Turner, though, comes up with some big points, and that's her sixth on the night.
So Hampden defensively is just going to try to guard Nye, man-to-man defensively, and then play the rest of the players in a zone.
Taylor with the ball out to Crawford. It's a good point about the Warriors. Into Taylor. She'll shoot and get fouled again. Warriors having no trouble starting the fouls here.
That's on Kylie Turner.
That's her second. Team second. 29-25, 6:36 left in the third quarter. On the line for the Hampden Broncos, Megan Taylor, a 5'9" sophomore, the only sophomore on the team. She shoots and puts it in. Only the second foul shot, I believe, by Hampden. Is that right, Dave?
Second one they've made.
Not doing too well.
They've missed a few, that's for sure.
really could help them. She hits the second one and cuts it to a 2-point Warrior lead. Katie Nye will bring the ball up for the Warriors. She's guarded by number 22, Bartlett. Over to Pelkey, who throws into Turner, into Cray, out to Pelkey. Oh! You hear the soul on that. Megan Taylor coming up with a big slap on the ball. It'll go back to the Warriors, though.
Hampden now going to try a half-court trap. They're switching defenses on Nokomis, trying to confuse them.
Pelkey dribbling up and shoots and misses. Rebound, it'll go out of bounds, and it will go to the Broncos. So a turnover by the Warriors. 29-27, third quarter action. Bringing the ball up, Amy Jo Crawford. 6:06 left in the third quarter. Over to, can't really see, over to 22, that's Kate Bartlett. She'll shoot and miss. Pelkey with the rebound and having trouble handling the ball. Over to Nye. She'll slow things down for the Warriors.
Now Hampden back to that box and one on Nye.
Not much penetrating by the Warriors like they have done in the past. Turner with a shot, no good, and rebound by 20, Crawford. And she'll bring the ball up. Over to Bartlett. Looking. Over to Megan Taylor. She'll shoot. In and out. Pelkey. Over to Nye. Bring the ball up again. Long pass. Tylee Turner. Good job. And it's 8 points for Kylie Turner.
The Hampden defender just didn't turn around there. The pass would have been easy to intercept if she just would have turned and looked.
Big Hail Mary. Kick off the 53. Oh, travel. A travel by Dusty Pete. And they'll go back to the Warriors. 31-27 Warriors. 5:06 left in the third quarter. Nye bringing the ball up for the Warriors. Switches hands over to Turner. Over to Pelkey. She'll shoot and no good. Crawford will get the rebound and driving up to the Hampden side. And she'll drive in and penetrate and get fouled by, don't know who she's going to get fouled by, but she's going to be on the line for 2 shots.
Andrea Pelkey picking up that personal foul. Now she'll take a seat on the bench for a rest.
Tiffany Floon will check in for her. Most of the players on the Warrior bench have seen some action in this game. Crawford misses her first shot.
She's 0 for 2 from the free throw line now in the evening. She has 8 points, though.
Well, she hits the second one, and it's 31-28, 4:46 to go in the third quarter. Nye continuing to bring the ball up, bouncing it rather high over to Tiffany Floon, who almost lost it. In trouble, gives it to Nye. She'll penetrate over to 54. Nickerson back out to Nye. She hits a 2-pointer. Very close to 3, but it's 2. Crawford will bring the ball back up. Over to 32, that's Rogerson. Over to Bartlett. Back over to Ross. Inside to Roderick, but she loses the ball, or a foul is called. I'm sorry, I got mixed up on the players there.
Nokomis switching up defenses as well. They're in man-to-man defense that time, but they showed some zone before that. So they're trying to confuse Hampden with their defensive sets.
Yeah, Hampden's playing pretty good defense so far. Marcy Raymond checking into the game for Tanya Cray. They're both 5'11", freshmen. Bartlett bringing the ball out into Crawford. Oh, no, that's not Crawford. That's Roderick. She'll miss. Rogerson will put the ball up and in. And it's 33-30. Warriors getting their lead cut a little bit here. Katie Nye over to Floon. Looking, gives it back to Turner. She's seen a lot of action in this game. Katie Nye driving to the lane. She'll shoot and put it in.
This could be Katie Nye's quarter. This is where she heated up against Caribou last time they were at home on TV.
Shot by number 24. Almost got her own rebound, and she'll get called for a foul. That's Christy Ross.
Turner got there a little late because she didn't box her player out, and the player she was guarding fouled her shot, so she fouled her when she went for the ball.
And Melissa Copa, the captain, will check into the game. and give Kylie Turner a break. Bartlett into Crawford, who comes up and shoots and misses. Rebound by Nickerson over to Nye. Driving, having trouble with the ball there. Still over to Copa. Over to Falloon, who's looking. Back out to Copa. Copa looking. Driving. Or not driving, just dribbling to the side. Gets in trouble. Over to Falloon. Inside to Raymond. Back out to Falloon, who'll shoot the three. She hit it. Good shot by Falloon to hit a three.
And that's what the Nokomis players are going to have to do when they're in that box and one against Nye. They're going to have to step up and hit some outside shots.
Ooh, pass into number 53, misses. Dusty Pete misses the shot, an easy shot on the inside. But Katie Nye will bring the ball back up to the Warriors. Over to Copa. Warriors building an 8-point lead here with 2:37 left in the third quarter. Trying to add to that. Copa with the ball, guarded by Crawford. Nearly lost it there. Over to Falloon, who just hit a three and calls a timeout. There's 2:25 left in the third quarter. It's 38-30. The Warriors are in the lead. You're listening to the Nokomis Warrior Broadcasting Network.
And Hampden's they're trying to switch up these defenses and try to keep the ball out of Nye's hands. But Nye's hit a couple shots this period, but the other players on the team have stepped up and done Nokomis a good job putting some key baskets in the hoop.
Some other games coming up on Wednesday, January 22nd at 8 o'clock. You'll see the Nokomis Warriors versus the Oxford Hill Vikings, same name as the Caribou Vikings. And also the Nokomis Warriors versus the Hampden Broncos.
On the 27th.
This is another game, and flipping through here quite quickly. Lady Warriors will play the Broncos on the 27th.
That'll be a doubleheader, so make sure you tune in for that as you're watching a doubleheader if you're watching us now.
That must be the second. That's the second meeting for the year for these two teams. I thought it was these games, but guess not.
I don't think the year is going to move that fast, Elgin.
Well, ball into Katie Nye. Curro checking into the game. She's dribbling at the top. She's getting good pressure by the Hampden Bronco defense. She could get in trouble here. She can't find a pass, but Nye comes up and saves her and penetrates. Get a foul, or yeah, we get a foul.
Looks like Nokomis is going to be content to stall the ball a little bit here and take some time off the clock.
It's a good decision with an 8-point lead here. 2 minutes, 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Pelkey into Nickerson. Nickerson gets the ball hit, but Curro will get the ball. Over to Katie Nye. Got to watch the backcourt there. Dribbling. Over to Curro. Dribbling to the other side now. Oh, steal by Amy Jo Crawford. And she puts it up and in.
Nice job by Crawford there, just coming up behind Curro and taking the ball right out of her hands and gets easy layup out of it.
Must be frustrating for the Curro, but Katie Nye will bring the ball up again. She'll shoot and miss. She'll get fouled and go to the line for her first foul shots of the game. Foul is on number 24. That's Christy Ross.
She'll check out.
Smith checking into the game. Smith, 5'7" junior. Katie Nye hits her. Oh, yeah, she does hit her first shot. Getting a little ahead of myself there. In a recent game, she only hit, she hit like, 16 from the foul line. She missed her second shot. We don't have the stats for that game, but she hit quite a lot. And travel.
Bartlett just caught the ball and took a couple steps, then started to dribble. Can't do that. This isn't the NFL.
They're really getting on to Bartlett about that tonight. I think that's her third traveling violation. Curl bringing the ball up. Out to Nye. She's dribbling. Over to Pelkey. Pelkey dribbling. And they're just stalling the ball, trying to take some time off the clock. Down to about a minute. Oh, we got a foul by Kate Bartlett.
See, if Nokomis wants to stall the ball, they're going to have to not pick up their dribble out there, because that's where they get in trouble, when people aren't coming to the ball and they pick up their dribble.
Well, they're also doing a good job of drawing the fouls. Just 3 in the last 2 minutes, and Katie Nye is going to try to take it all the way in. Into Nickerson. Oh, missed it. Gets her own rebound. Gets it again. And she'll put it in. Get her own rebound twice. Good third effort by Andrea Nickerson. Number 20 with the ball, and she's going to get fouled. That's Amy Jo Crawford.
That'll be Nokomis' 16th foul, so the Broncos are not yet in the bonus.
Nickerson with her third foul, and I think Falloon's going to check in for her, as well as Megan Taylor checking into the game. Yes, Nickerson will take a break. Mr. Anderson doesn't seem too happy, but it's basketball. Number 23, Megan Taylor with the ball. Over to Smith. Smith driving. And she gets called for the travel.
Tanya Cray did a nice job there, dropping down and getting position and making the player travel and creating the turnover.
Mr. Anderson, coach for the Lady Warriors, has really tried several different people on the point this year. And right now he's got Curl on the point. And she's losing the ball. Crawford with another steal. Time running out here. Smith driving to the lane. Almost a Hail Mary shot, and gets a jump. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. 41-32, Warriors in the lead. They're taking the injured cheerleader out of the high school here at the time.
You can see it on the back of your camera there. They're taking her out on a stretcher. So let's hope that she's all right. And that was Brianna Lovely, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I believe she's a junior. And imagine some of the cheerleaders aren't too happy about that. But one of their members getting hurt. Katie Nye on the line for 2. She got fouled. She hits her first one. She's 2 for 3 so far. She hits the next one. It's on a roll.
Nokomis up 11 now.
Crawford trying to get some points at the end. Ooh. Nice try there, but she won't get it. Katie Nye really lighting up, getting a lot of points.
So Hampden coach Kimberly Hagan has a lot of ground to make up. She wants to come back and win this ball game. They're down 11 going into the fourth quarter, and Nokomis has controlled the tempo and just really done a good job of taking Hampden out of that type of game.
I really think that the Broncos really need to get down and stop Katie Nye, because she's had 18 points in this game and 7 in that last quarter. And she's still pretty much considered to be like on fire. I mean, she's hit 3 threes tonight, and really she's the go-to person for the Warriors. And you know, if they continue to let her do that, it's going to pull away, and it's going to be probably an easy victory for the Warriors.
And for Hampden, Dustin Pete, she hasn't scored since the beginning of the second quarter, when she has 9 points. They might want to look to get her the ball a little bit more and see if she can't get some easy baskets inside as she did in the first half.
How many points does Crawford have? She's playing the point for the Hampden Broncos.
She has 11 at the moment.
I thought she had fewer than that, but she's doing a good job. A lot of people. It'll be Broncos ball. Megan Taylor passing in to Crawford, who will continue to be the point. She dribbles in. She shoots. Almost looked like a player control there. And more steps.
That's Dustin Pete traveling again.
Can't do that. Curl bringing the ball up. Trying different points, Mr. Anderson is. Put players on the point. She dribbles in over to Nickerson. Oh, that's Katie Nye. They have the same haircut. Pelkey with the ball on the outside. Dribbling up over to Nye. That's Nye. Back over to Pelkey. She'll shoot a 3. Misses. Crawford will get the rebound and dribble up. She's got quite a few rebounds in this game, too. We don't know the exact number. I'd say about 10, but over to Smith. Over to Taylor. Taylor looking. Back over to Smith, who'll shoot a 3. Buries it. And Scrunchy falling off one of the players. Well, that can only happen in women's basketball, hopefully. But
well, there's some men that have long hair.
the Broncos cut the lead to 43-35. 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Curl bringing the ball up. Looking. She's getting a little trapped here, but gets it out to Pelkey. Pelkey driving. She'll take it back out, back over to Nye. Almost turned over there. She's having trouble with the ball.
A blocking foul on Taylor there. It could have gone either way. It looked like Nye might have pushed off.
Yeah, that was a 50-50 call, but we go by what the ref says. Whole bunch of players checking in for the Warriors. Nickerson and Cray. Smith will check out of the game for the Broncos. Checking in, I believe, is Dustin Pete. Nye with the ball. Driving, penetrating. Over to Turner, who she'll shoot another one. She can't get it in. Nickerson with a rebound. She's having trouble. Ooh.
Nice block there by Pete, keeping her ground on defense.
Yep, it was a good job by Pete, and gets it over to Bartlett. Crawford with a three. And this game is now getting close. Too close to call. It's a 5-point lead for the Warriors with 6 minutes, 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nye driving again. Throws it out of bounds, but I think we're going to get a foul.
Nye looked a little out of control there, and she's lucky there was a foul called.
And she will not go to the line. Was not 24 checking in. Christy Ross. She's seen quite a bit of action.
That's Megan Taylor's fourth personal foul, team sixth.
Not really a lot of fouling, but when it comes out to the fouling, it's coming on several players. Nickerson has 3 fouls. Tanya Cray getting a rebound, another rebound, and puts it up and in.
That's a way to hang tough on the glass there, and if you can't do it once, you can't do it twice. Third time's a charm.
Tanya Cray now with 7 points, the freshman. Crawford shoots and misses. Rebound by Andrea Nickerson over to Nye, trying to run some time. Oh, maybe not. Back over to Kylie Turner to Nickerson. She'll shoot and miss.
And that foul's going to go on number 32, Amanda Rogerson. Her younger brother plays for the Hampden Broncos men's team.
I really think that was kind of a bad decision by the Warriors to do a Hail Mary. I mean, you don't really want to throw the ball out, because if the Broncos come up and hit another 3, it's only a 4-point lead. But
might be a good idea to pull the ball out and slow it down a little bit and take some time off the clock.
I think that's why Mr. Anderson called the timeout. But
then again, that's why we're over here and he's over there. Opposite sides of the court.
What was I going to say? I was going to say, coming up on January 15th, the Nokomis Lady Warriors versus the Bangor Rams, a big Class A matchup. It's going to be a big game. Oh, and the Warriors going to play the Vikings on January 22nd.
That's a rare matchup playing the Oxford Hills there. They're from the KVAC conference.
I think we play them 3 times this year. I mean, we play them every year, and we missed that last one, but there's something about the Broncos playing, and these teams are going to meet.
That'll be on the 27th. That'll be shown. That'll be another doubleheader.
These teams are going to meet again. Probably the girls will be in Hampden and the boys will be here. Andrea Nickerson on the line. She's 1 for 2. For Andrea Nickerson, she's a sophomore. Taking some time there. Shoots and misses. Back for the Warriors is Hope Currow. Nickerson on her second shot. She's really taking her time, trying to relax. And she hits it. And it is now 46-38. An 8-point lead with 5 minutes, 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bartlett with the ball over to Ross. Ross over to Crawford. Crawford over to Pete, and she puts it in.
Looks like Nokomis was in their own little box in one there, guarding Crawford. Kind of doing the same thing to Crawford that Hampden's been doing to Nye.
Curl bringing the ball. She's getting a little trouble. Looks like 22's trying to foul, but Nye will get the ball. Warriors getting their lead cut, but still trying. Nye over to Turner. Turner looking out to Currow. She's guarded by Bartlett. And the ball is turned over. Ross will get the ball. and give it to Bartlett, and she'll bring it up over to Crawford. She's going to shoot a 3, and she's going to get fouled.
That'll be after the shot, but I think it'll still be we'll see if it's 3 free throws or not. 1 and 1.
And Pelkey's going to come into the game and relieve Curro. I don't think Mr. Anderson's happy with that foul. Crawford's going to go to the line. She's going to get 3 shots, I believe. No, just 1. Sorry. Was 1 and 1. She missed it. Over to Rogerson. She shoots and misses.
Nixon doing a good job of rebounding there, boxing out.
Nye bringing the ball up. There was a rebound by Nickerson. Nye trying to slow things down, or maybe not. She's just doing a lot of driving. Turner with the ball. Over to Pelkey. She almost lost it there. She's guarded by Bartlett. Pelkey almost in trouble. Nye taking some time off the clock. Nye comes in and shoots and misses. Tanya Cray will put it in, though.
She's kind of smiling after that shot. She meant to go off the glass, but it was partially blocked, and it still went in.
She was almost up to the ceiling on that one. Bartlett with the ball over to Rogerson. Back over to Ross. Ball almost gets turned over, but Ross will get it and shoot and miss. Air ball just hit the bottom of the net.
Nice try by her save there by Rogerson, but couldn't quite get there.
Still a fairly close game with 3 minutes 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 48-40, Warriors in the lead. Both teams are in the bonus now. And Katie Nye will bring it up for the Warriors. And she's doing some penetrating now, and she'll put it in. 20 points for Katie Nye. Certainly higher than her last game where she only had 16.
It's going to be a block on 32, Tanya Cray. Crowd kind of questions the call, but looks like a good call by the official.
Fans getting a little anxious here. 10-point lead for the Warriors. That's her 4th foul. So she'll probably go to the bench. 53 hits her first foul shot. That's Dusty Pete. Sorry about this. I just learned these players in the last hour or so. Second shot. No good. Rebound by 32. She'll put it up. Cray will come up with a rebound. And a jump.
Nokomis ball on the alternating possession. Cray not afraid to go to the floor and fight for those loose balls.
I would be kind
showing good hustle.
I'd be kind of afraid to go to the floor with 4 fouls, especially in a situation like this. It's a 9-point Warrior lead. Katie Nye with the ball. 3 minutes left in the game. Over to Pelkey. Pelkey dribbling to the top. It's a lot of hand contact by 22. That's Bartlett. Turner
Hampden
with the ball.
In a half-court trap here.
Doing a good job of it, too, but Nickerson will get the ball, and she'll get called for a foul. And it looks like it's going to be on Amanda Rogerson. She's not too happy about it.
That'll send Nickerson to the line again.
She is 2 for 4, and a timeout called. And looking down, Katie Nye has 20 points. It's a lot of points for the point, playing from the point. Actually, Nickerson has 10 points. Kylie Turner has 8. Tanya Craig getting up there. She's up to 9 now. You can see the Warrior bench. Maybe we can get a shot of the Bronco bench. Mr. Anderson trying to get the players to calm down, I think, and just let the time click away.
Well, I think he wants to pull the ball out and only have him shoot if he has a layup, an uncontested layup, and just pull the. He's going to have the 3 guards out at half court and the 2 forwards down low, and then he'll just try to get an easy layup with a player cutting to the basket.
On the other side, you can see the Hampden bench. They're about ready to go back in as well. Some good work by our camera crews here. All students. There's a couple adult helpers and faculty advisors, and most of this is student-led organization. It's good experience because I want to be a broadcaster, and this is good experience.
On the foul line, Adrian Nickerson.
On the foul line, Adrian Nickerson. Shoot her first one. It's, almost in there, but it jumped out at the last minute.
Nixon kind of struggling a bit from the free throw line this evening.
She hits this one, she'll be 50%, and she'll stay 50%. Pass into Crawford. She's dribbling hard. She wants to get this lead cut down. She'll drive, and nice move there, but can't get it in. 32 will put it up. That's Amanda Rogerson, and it's now 51-43. 2 minutes, 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Hampden needs to try to create some turnovers here.
Katie Nye just trying to slow things down. Over to Turner. Turner driving into Tanya Cray. She gets stuck. Nearly lost it there. Andrea Pelkey, but she'll get it back. Over to Turner, over to Nye. A lot of passing here. Good defense by the Broncos. Nye is guarded by Smith. Turner is guarded by Crawford. Turner will drive in and go to Cray again, but she'll lose it again. Warriors having trouble controlling the ball a little bit here. As they try to click some time off. A minute 52 left in the game. Nye will come up and shoot and miss. And gonna get a foul. Looks like Tanya Cray will go to the line.
That's a good job there by Nokomis. They took a good minute and a half or a minute or so off the clock and just was really patient on offense and worked for a layup, and now they're going to be at the free throw line getting some free throw shots.
Another timeout. I can't really see who the timeouts are by, but each team is allowed 4 in Big East rules. And so they're using some timeouts. You can see the split screen. You can see the Broncos on your right. And on your left, you can see on the right's the Warriors, on the left's the Broncos.
And you've got to think that the Hampden coach now, Kimberly Hagan, is thinking about who to foul on Nokomis and send to the free throw line.
Really, if she was looking at some of the stats, she'd probably want to foul someone like Tanya Cray, who's only 1 for 4, or possibly Andrea Nickerson, who's only 50%. Turner's 0 for 2 from the line.
And she's really struggled from the field today also, so they might want to I think she'll be the one they'll plan on fouling.
They just do not want to foul Katie Nye because she's had the hot hand for the Warriors. She's leading them in scoring this year.
And she's usually money from the free throw line.
She's 3 for 4 right now. And in a previous game, I think she was 11 for 15 against the Brewer Witches, their opener. Tanya Cray on the free throw line to hit. She hits it. I made an error. Tanya Cray has only 1 for 2 before this. And now she's 3 for 4.
Tanya, only a freshman, but she's performed very well on the varsity level so far this season.
11 points tonight, and she's really making a name for herself here in Big East basketball. Over to Smith, back over to Crawford. Crawford over to number 32. That's Amanda Rogerson. She'll put it up and miss, and Tanya Cray with a rebound. She's going to get fouled.
That's on Pete. That'll be her third.
The Broncos running out of chances here with 1 minute 29 seconds left, down by 10, sending Tanya Cray to the line for 2 shots. This game hasn't really seen many fouls as some previous games here at Nokomis Regional High. She'll hit her first one. Recent game against the Caribou Vikings, 73 fouls called in 6 quarters.
Yes, we like to call that a foul-a-thon, I believe, not a shoot-a-thon.
She hit her second one, and Crawford will bring the ball up and hits a 3. Nice job by Crawford. Is that her third? Nye brings the ball up. I believe that's her second, sorry. Nye having trouble there. Nearly stolen by Smith. She'll get fouled. That's not what the Broncos wanted to do.
Crawford has a nice shot from outside for Hampden. She now has 17 points on the evening, and from the point guard position, that's doing very well because she also has to distribute the ball to her other teammates.
She's competing with Katie Nye, who now has 21 points. She just hit her first foul shot. Yeah, I did the math on that game where there was 73 fouls. There was a foul called every 54 seconds. You
must have had some lonely time there if you had to divide that all up.
Well, some of the players were asking me if it was, how much it was, and shot by Crawford from 3, and we're going to get a foul on Broncos, and that's pretty much probably going to end the chances for the Broncos of coming back in this game, 56-46.
They've battled hard, both teams have, and it looks like Nokomis will come out of here with a well-earned win. And if they do, they'll get their record back to 500 at 3-3, and Hampden will drop to 500 at 4-4.
Yeah, the Warriors have been struggling this year, up to 500, dropping back one. Right now, there's 1 minute 4 seconds left, and Nickerson's on the line. She has struggled, 3 for 6. Maybe she can get some stuff done here and come out with some more points. Nickerson, a sophomore.
Amanda Rogerson just fouled out for Hampden. She ended up with 6 points.
I think a violation, but anyway, Nickerson missed her first one. See the clock up in your corner of your screen. And she hits her second one. Time running out. 1 minute 3 left in the game. Bring the ball up. That's Bartlett. Over to Ross, and we got a foul called. And we'll be on the Warriors.
Coach Anderson won't like that call. You never want to stop the clock at the end of the game when you have a lead and let the opposing team put points on the board with the clock not running.
Having a little conversation with the ref. He's not too happy. Some of the team members are questioning it too. Tanya Cray, she is fouled out of the game. And Tiffany Flume will check in for her. Great effort by Tanya Cray. Coming up with 13 points in the game. She's a freshman, 24. That's Kristen Ross. Misses her foul shot. Back to the Broncos. Smith will bring it in. Looking into Pete, who'll shoot and hits it. It's a 3. And it's going to cut the lead down, 57-49. Nye penetrating still. Trying to get that one last effort shot. She wants to score 100 points in this game, and she'll get fouled.
Good job by Nye. She's the point guard, probably the best free throw shooter on the team. Make Hampden foul you and send you to the line. She's the senior. She has the experience, and she should be the one at the foul line at the end of games.
She's 4 for 6 from the foul line right now, and she just went 5 for 7. Putting her up to 22 points. I think that's a season high. I'm not really sure. We can check that after the game. She'll hit her second one, and that's up to 23 now. Broncos bring it up. A tough shot, and it'll get rebounded by Katie Nye. Getting double team, almost triple team there. Warriors trying hard. Pelkey driving up over to Turner. Look over to Nickerson. She's in the corner. She's wide open. But Nye will get fouled again and get 2 more shots.
23 seconds left in the ball game. Nokomis up 10. And Megan Taylor checking back in for Hampden as Smith fouled out.
That's 2 players for the Warriors, or for the Broncos.
Smith ended up with 5 points on the night. She really played hard defensively.
Nye hits her first one. Up to 24. She's on a roll. Hit her last 3. And she misses her second one. Rebound by Dustin Pete, 23. Megan Taylor will bring the ball up and try to get a last effort shot and put it in. Down to 13 seconds left. The Warriors are going to win this game. The final 10 seconds. Nickerson. Nye, I think she wants to shoot a 3. Can just feel it down. She wants to shoot it. No, she ain't going to do it though. A well-earned victory for the Nokomis Warriors. Final score, 60-51.
Yeah, Nokomis did a real good job tonight of playing their game, not getting taken out of their game, and controlling the tempo of the ball game. And they came out with a well-earned 60-51 victory against a tough and gritty Hampden team.
Yeah, some of the top scorers for the Warriors. Katie Nye, of course, led the way with 24 points. Tanya Cray, the freshman, coming up with 13 points. A good effort by her. Kylie Turner had 8 points. Tiffany Flume hit a 3 in the third quarter. That helped her just to get only 3 points. She saw some action, though. Andrea Nickerson had 12 points, the sophomore. And final score, 60-51. A little bit error on the screen down there. It's 60-51, not 52.
And for Hampden, the leading scorer was Amy Jo Crawford with 17 points and also running the point position. She grabbed a lot of rebounds also.
Yeah, it was a very good contest for the Hampden Broncos and Nokomis Warriors. Nokomis will probably move up a couple spots in the heel points. Hampden was above them. Nokomis, I think, was 13th coming into this game.
Yeah.
And Hampden was, I don't know what they were, but they were 4-3. They're down to 4-4. Warriors will move to 3-3, and I guess that about wraps up the game.
Yeah, and
So
for Elgin Trailer, I'm Dave Duncombe, and good night.